You have to see the players on this list. It's gonna amaze you. Believe me, if you don't think Michael Jordan's the GOAT, by the end of this video, I think you'll be convinced. Cause the list is just mind-blowing. It'll blow your mind holes. When you see all the players that Michael Jordan has prevented from getting rings, it really shows you just how incredible his run was. So there's a couple different categories we need to hit on. Number one, people who never won a ring due to Michael Jordan. Number two, people who eventually won a ring but couldn't during Michael Jordan's time. And number three, that won rings but could have won a lot more if it weren't for Michael Jordan. So first, with those that never won a ring, think about this. These players never won a championship, and it had to do with the fact that they played during Jordan's era. When someone's winning 6 championships with 2 three-peats, it's going to be hard to take home a chip. So first we have Karl Malone, who was a 2-time MVP and is number 3 on the all-time scoring list. Incredible player, and he never won a ring. Going along with that, we have John Stockton, his partner in crime, one of the best point guards in NBA history, holds the all-time assist record, all-time steal record, but never could win a championship because of Michael Jordan. We all know and love him. It's Charles Barkley. He couldn't win a championship either. He couldn't beat Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals, cost him a championship. He's a legend, one of the best power forwards in history. Patrick Ewing, probably one of the most underrated big men in NBA history. He'd be great today, okay? Reggie Miller, one of the best shooters in NBA history. Dominique Wilkins, Alvin Robertson, Vlade Divac. Yes, he was on a team that Michael Jordan stopped in the playoffs from progressing. Charles Oakley, John Starks, Sean Kemp, Brad Daugherty, Tim Hardaway, Detlef Schrempf, Penny Hardaway, the Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, and Dikembe Mutombo. Okay, that is a list of Hall of Famers and great players and all-stars, and yet none of them during their careers, their entire careers, could win a championship. Stockton and Malone made it to the NBA Finals twice. They were the best team in the Western Conference by far, and still couldn't pull it off. That's a long list of excellent players that has never won a championship. I don't think you can find a better list of players that has never won a championship than what we just read off. It's insane. Also, I'm probably forgetting someone. Isn't that nuts? You're rage typing in the comment section right now about someone I totally forgot. But that just proves the point even further, doesn't it? There's so many. Okay, moving on to those that eventually won a championship but couldn't during Jordan's time. We have Gary Payton. So he couldn't win one when Michael Jordan was in town. Alonzo Mourning, same story. Also, we have Glenn Rice. Let's not forget certain players that likely would have won more championships had Michael Jordan not stepped in the way. And the first one to talk about is Magic Johnson and the Showtime Lakers. So that includes Worthy and Scott as well. They probably would have won a championship, but they lost to Michael Jordan in the finals. And so he stole a ring from Magic Johnson's finger. That was his ring, and Jordan took it. Same thing for the Bad Boy Pistons. They probably would have won another championship, but Jordan broke through the Bad Boy Pistons and they never won again. Clyde Drexler, he ended up winning one with the Rockets. Robert Parrish, Danny Ainge, and let's not forget this one, Shaquille O'Neal. Yes, the Diesel himself could have won more championships if it hadn't been for Michael Jordan. If your mind holes haven't been blown already, let's look at what Michael Jordan averaged in these 2 three-peats. Think about that for a second. How many times do teams three-peat? In the modern NBA, it's happened 3 times. The Bulls, and the LA Lakers. Think of that. Kobe Bryant, who's pretty close to Michael Jordan, had Shaquille O'Neal on his team, and they only won 3 in a row and couldn't win any more. But Michael Jordan, he won 3 in a row, and then came back and won 3 more. It's not just that he won 6 championships. What makes his case so powerful in the GOAT argument is that he did 3 in a row and then 3 in a row again. And this is what he averaged in those 6 championship runs. 32.5 points per game, 6.2 total rebounds, 5.4 assists, 1.9 steals, 0.8 blocks, and 2.6 turnovers. He shot nearly 50% from 2 and about 30% from 3, while hitting about 80% from his free throws on about 41 minutes per game. So those playoff runs, they were things of legend. This is probably the best proof that Michael Jordan is the GOAT because he took rings off of all these great players' fingers. Think about today's NBA. How many players have at least 1 ring? It's almost as if each year we have a different championship these days. Maybe that's going to continue. maybe it's not. With all the rule changes that keep coming into the NBA, it's very hard to compare eras together. In fact, one of these major rule changes that we keep seeing is the use of video reviews to challenge calls and plays, but I don't know about you, but I'm tired of it. I think it's gotta go, but you tell me what you think by checking out this other video.